So our main intention for today is to creating a lightning component and lightning web component. So we'll cover the lightning component, lightning web component. So what is lightning component and what is web component and what is visual force page? So if you want to create some screen where we want to display some of the input field, some of the description, some of the output field, some checkbox, and there is some lots of things we want to display. Finally, if we want to submit on the submit button, data will be stored in the database. So suppose this kind of form we have to create. Okay, and so this form we can create from visual force page. Same form we can create from lightning component, lightning aura component. We say aura component, not lightning component. It's a aura component, and we can say lightning web component. So like three of the things we can achieve, like output will be same, and we can achieve from this visual force page, aura component, and lightning web component. So then if we already have the one thing, if output is same for all these things, then why we are going to lightning aura component and lightning web component if you already have a visual force page? So previously we were facing the issue in the visual force page because one, if there is some internet issue, if there is internet issue, or if I want to click on the preview button or some of the, I want to display the output of the visual force page, so it might take some times. So my this browser was it was rotating, loader was rotating again and again. So because of some internet issue, because it was taking a more time, because this is a server side. Okay, so in visual force page, whatever things we were writing, like it was we can say 50%, 50 to 60% from Apex class side, or you can understand like 60 to 60% we were writing from Apex class side, and like 40% we were writing the logic in the visual force page side. So it was taking more time to load the page, okay, to display the output. Even whatever the look and feel, it was also not perfect as compared to lightning component. Means it was not perfect, it was like not whatever the beautify we wanted to see in the screen, so that was not achievable with the visual force page. So now after that, after 2014, so Salesforce bring the lightning component. So lightning component, so in the lightning component, so we can, first of all, we can as I told you, visual force page 60 and 40, this is 60-40 ratio. And in case of lightning component, so it's 40 to 60 ratio. Again, it's opposite now. So now 60% is from client side. Client side mean to say, like we are using the JavaScript here. Is the client side. JavaScript is very light, very light as compared to your Apex class. So the 40 plus percent is your Apex class. It's a server side. We can say it's a server side, and this is a client side. Okay, so client side and server side. So whatever 40% you are using, if you want to skip this thing as well, we don't want to use this one. Suppose I'm saying I don't need this one, I just need can I use 100% JavaScript? I will say no. Like if I want to perform all the DMLs, like if there is some of the like custom logic which I need to write in the code, so I cannot use JavaScript, totally JavaScript, because if I want to do some action with the database, for that I definitely need to go with our database. So this is our database. With JavaScript, we cannot do any SQL query, we cannot do any DML operation with JavaScript, we cannot do lots of things from JavaScript. But with Apex class, we can do everything. So that's why we are using Apex class is required in case of lightning component as well. Okay, so this is a thing. So in case of lightning, so yeah, if we'll say the some beautify thing, so this is very beautiful, this is very dynamic, very responsive, because we are using the JavaScript here. We can make it more dynamic. Even if there is some candidate who is from any other technology, suppose there is some Angular node technology and something other technology candidate, they are coming to Salesforce and they are working on the visual force page. Even they don't know about the syntax of visual force page. If they are not aware about the HTML, they know about HTML, but whatever the tags we are using in the Salesforce, in the visual force page, that is different. But in case of lightning component, definitely lightning HTML tag is different, but whatever the JavaScript we are using, so that JavaScript person directly can work on the lightning component. Means we can say like हाँ भाई, you're asking something. Okay, so now let me clear everything. can say
So I have a question, Amar. Like, I know that LWC is like latest, and most of the clients are not asking about them. But do we need to know both Visual Force page as well as Aura?
uh so if I'll tell you one thing, like if you want to learn Salesforce, na, I will
Okay.
recommend you toward the LWC side and Aura side.
Oh,
Like most of the I will tell you the LWC side. I will not
yeah.
recommend. I will recommend you to learn about the basic of the Visual Force page. Might be you will also get the work regarding the existing functionality. But in future is LWC only.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Okay, not Visual Force page. I don't think like there is some restriction where we cannot use Lightning Aura component and Lightning Web component. On the scenario, we should go to Visual Force page. But if there is something if we need to create new functionality, definitely if your client is more technical side, then they will recommend you LWC only, not Visual Force page. If there is some new functionality, if there is some existing functionality, then we can use Visual Force page. Okay, so
Okay.
that's why. So in the Visual Force page, like other can so whatever limitation we have. So first of all, like before the 2014 and after 2014, still it is going on. But still it is going on. But nowadays, like most of the work is done by Aura or LWC only nowadays. In case of Visual Force, it's a old. The both are the new. It is like a little new. It's very latest. It is very latest in 2019 only. So in this one, like other technology candidate, if they will work, that would be so much problematic for them. And this is less problematic, and this is very less problematic. Like third party person can work easily work on that. So let me let me differentiate everything. So I think suppose not we can say third party other technology candidate cannot work. Okay, this is one. Second difference is 1 second. Sorry, we can say it's a not beauty. We can say not beautify. Here we can see it's a it is beautify and it is beautify. We can say like this. Okay, more. It's dynamic. It's not dynamic. Not mobile responsive. We can say it's a mobile responsive. It's a mobile responsive. Okay, so this is we can say this is taking refresh time here, not taking less refresh time, and here we can say taking very less refresh time because of I can write in the bracket, we have one feature a cacheable equal to true. So once my page is loaded, so suppose my in case of Visual Force page, I created the Visual Force page, I saved the code. After that, if I'm refreshing the page, I just want to see the output. So whatever the screen I made, so whatever output I will get, so it might take some time, okay, to refresh the thing. So in case of this, it might be refreshed, but output is still not there. I have to refresh it again. I might have to refresh the page again. Okay, but in case of LWC, so whatever the things, let's say from VS Code, we can deploy, we can create the code, and after that we can deploy and to Salesforce. After deployment, so first time might be it will take time, but second time it will store the result in the cache. Whatever the things we have, it will store in the cache, and first time it will take time. So we have a cache memory. So in this cache memory, it will store the result, and after that it will suppose I'm refreshing the page again, so automatically immediately in microsecond it will display the result only. So this is more powerful as compared to both. If I want to write, if I will say differentiate with the platform, like where can I write that like where can I do the Visual Force page thing, I can write Visual Force page in classic side easily. Okay, and developer console also I can write classic side, and developer I can say classic and developer console. So here I can say not classic side, developer console only. Here I can say not classic side, not, we can say node developer console side. It works for VS Code only. Okay, so if you want to write the code in case of Visual Force page, you can go to classic, you can go to developer console. In both like both side you can work. But in case of Aura component, you cannot write the code from classic side. Even on the Lightning side as well, you cannot write. Only in developer console you can write the code. Yeah, in case of VS Code, like if you will go to VS Code, in VS Code you can write Visual Force page, Apex class, Lightning component, Lightning web component, everything you can write in VS Code. Okay, so these are the difference between all these things. Okay, that's why we are using all these things. If I'll go to Visual Force page, or else if I'll go to communication, let me take a screenshot of this. Suppose let me just explain the communication between the Visual Force page and Apex class. Suppose this is my Apex class. This is my Apex class. And this is my Visual Force page. This is my Apex class, this is my Visual Force page. So if I want to call this Apex class, if I want to link this Apex class with this Visual Force page, what will I do? Whatever the name I have the Apex class, so I will call in the Visual Force page in the top of the page. So I can call directly. I can say it's one-to-one communication only. It's one-to-one communication only. So this is my like visual. These are communication between Apex class and Visual Force page. But in case of Lightning component, Lightning Aura component, suppose this is my Apex class. So this is my Lightning Aura HTML file. This is my Lightning Aura JavaScript file. This is my Lightning Aura helper class. This is Lightning Aura CSS class. So this is Lightning Aura style class, or let it be. Okay, so we can say this is my Apex class. One more difference in Aura, Visual Force Page and all. We can say in Apex class before the method. So we have to write @Aura enable. Okay, @Aura enable. We have to write this. This annotation should be there. After that, it can read the things. So after that, so whatever methods you have created. So this is my Aura HTML file, and this is my JS controller. We can say JS controller.js. This is my Aura controller dot something like this. So in case of this is Aura, we can say CSS. Okay, dot CSS. So in this scenario, so how it will be communicate between each other. So suppose this is your Apex class. In the Visual Force page, directly you no need to define any of the Aura method, any Aura enabled and all. Directly whatever method you created, you can do the one-to-one communication directly. Here, this is also one kind of one-to-one communication, but this is not a direct communication. This is an indirect communication. Apex class directly you can call, like in a Visual Force page you are calling directly Apex. This is not a suppose this is your Apex class. This is the name of Apex class. Directly you can call on the top of the HTML file only, like a Visual Force page. But whatever the method you are calling, suppose you have created one of the button on the Lightning component or a component. You want to call if you are clicking on this button, so some of the action is performing. Suppose you are clicking, there is some of the section is expanding in bottom, like below this one. Okay, so might be this is one of the checkbox. If you are clicking on this checkbox, one of the section will open in bottom of this page. Okay, so suppose this is a functionality. So in case of Visual Force Page, directly you can create the call the method as well directly on the button. But here you have to call this method in the helper class, and you will write the JavaScript file, JavaScript logic here. And after that, you will create, so suppose this is your JavaScript method. In the JavaScript method, this is your Apex class method. You will call inside this method. This is your outsider is your JavaScript method, helper method, and inside this one is your we can say Aura method, Apex class. If you are calling this method here, if you have to call whatever method you have called here, the helper class. Now helper class method you have to call inside the controller side. So this is your helper class method. If you are calling helper class method, your Apex class method will automatically be called because this method is calling here. So if you are calling this method here, so automatically this is also called with the help of this one. Okay, so whatever method you are calling here, this method you have to call on the button now, on click. So this is a communication like this only. First you have to call in the helper you have to call in the controller you have to call on the button. And you have to tell this, you have to write a logic in the JavaScript, whatever things we are performing now. Suppose what is the use of this then? Suppose you want to give some margin, suppose there is some color in the black color. There is a button by default, it is in the black color. You want to give this color as a green color or some red color. Suppose you want to give some margin, right margin, some left margin, top, right, bottom, and you want to give some padding and all. Suppose all these things you want to give. So all these things you will create a class, and whatever the CSS logic you will implement, you will write the logic here. And this CSS file, suppose this is a one code in the CSS HTML, like CSS code I written. So this code I can code in the HTML directly. This code will never be used in the helper and controller. This directly will communicate with your HTML file. Means if I'll tell you whatever the things is required here, what is optional here. So these both things are optional here. These helper and CSS is optional here. Controller, JS controller, Aura and Apex class is required here. Then why we are using both of these if it is optional? Because if I'm using helper class, and with the help of helper class, we are calling this helper class in the controller JS. So on that scenario, I suppose I have one more component here. Functionality is like almost same. Whatever functionality I written here, like almost code is same. I directly can call this helper in the another component as well. Might be there is any other component as well. I no need to create all the helper. I no need to create the full code. I no need to spend more time and why company will pay to developer again and again, right? And why we are spending our effort again and again. So I can reuse this helper again. I can reuse this code. I can reuse this helper. Okay. So that's why, because of reusability, I'm using this helper. So that's why this is we always should, as a best practice, we always should use the helper class, and that helper we can call in the controller. We can never use this controller. We can never use this controller as a means as a reusability purpose. Okay, we cannot reuse this controller side, but this helper we can reuse. Okay, CSS is important because if you are using the HTML file here, suppose I want to, let me just clear the things here. Suppose I have some one button here. Okay, even not one button, I have 10 button in the one component. I have 10 button in the component. So if I will write, suppose if I'm writing, I need to give margin 10, top margin 10, left, right, something like this. महेश भाई को बात करूं. So if I'm giving some margin and all, so I have 10 button here. So if I'll write in everywhere, if I'll write, I need a margin here, I need margin here, I need margin here, I need. So I'm writing, why I'm writing the code again and again. So why can't I do one thing? I will write the code at one place and I will call this code in everywhere. So might be tomorrow they are saying to change the color of the button. Suppose today is red. Tomorrow they are saying we need to change it green. So I need to go to every button. I need to change everywhere. So why can't I use this one place? If I will change the color in at one place, everywhere it will be changed automatically. So that's why for the same purpose we are using this CSS file. So I will create a class here. In this class I will write the code, and if I'll make the changes here, automatically it will be reflected everywhere automatically. So it's clear or not?
Yeah, it's clear. So
yeah. Go ahead, you were asking something. Yeah,
so basically you're telling that CSS will connect with HTML only, and
HTML
then
only.
helper can be used no to other components, so whenever it is needed.
We can reuse this helper class.
Yeah.
1 second, please. 1 second.
कंपनी को पीएफ उसका वो
चलो कोई बात नहीं।
आई विल प्रोवाइड
हेलो। हाँ भाई। हाँ क्या नाम है राज, यू आर आस्किंग समथिंग ना?
Yeah, it's clear, it's clear.
It's clear na? हाँ,
Yeah.
so this is about your Aura component. This is a communication between Aura component. Okay, so suppose let me take screenshot. Yeah. Now let's go to अरे क्या हो गया से? Now let's go to Lightning Web component. So this is your one second. This is your Apex class. This is your Lightning Web component HTML file like Aura component. This is your Lightning Web component JavaScript file. This is your Lightning Web component like CSS file. This is your Lightning Web component meta.xml file. So we have same. This is quite simple as compared to Lightning component or a component. So this is my Apex class. I can say LWC controller.js. Here I can say LWC. Oh, sorry. This is my HTML. HTML. Controller.js. And this is our CSS, LWC CSS. And we can say it's a meta XML file. Okay, so now communication between all these things is, suppose you are using the Apex class. You are using Apex class. So Apex class is mandatory because if you are dealing with the database and we need to some modification over there, so definitely we need the Apex class and all. So if we have the Apex class we want to call, if you have some method Apex class method and all, so here whatever the notification we have to use, my notification is before the static method @aura enable cacheable equal to true. Okay, so this is my I can say this is a way to call a method. So if I want to call this Apex class method, this is Apex class method, this is Apex class name. Suppose this is Apex class name in Visual Force page, and in Lightning Aura component we directly was communication with HTML only, like Apex class name. Method in the case of Visual Force page we were directly communicating with one-to-one only, but in case of Aura component we were directly going to helper, then a helper was going to controller was going to like this in case of Aura component, right? But in case of LWC we are not directly dealing this Apex class name with the HTML. Here we are not using like this. We are directly, whatever the name of the method, whatever the name of the Apex class, we directly will communicate. Even we no need to call any Apex class name. We directly will call the method name in the JS only. We no need to call the Apex class name in the HTML file. We will call in the in the controller side. So how can we call it? Suppose my class name is XYZ controller. XYZ controller. This is my Apex class name. So my method name is my method is a method only. So my method name is method. So this is my method. So I will use class name / and I will use method names like this. I will call. So whatever communication I'm doing here, class name and all. So this class, so whatever method I have created, like there is one method here, so I'm calling this class. So this method I will call to this HTML side. Okay, suppose there is some button, on button I want to press, on after pressing that button, I want to see some expand some section or something like this. Some of the any action I want to perform, some of the DML operation I want to do, like anything I can do. So this thing I will do. What about CSS file? CSS is like a same like the Aura component. Please rejoin the class because it's 1 minute is left. Okay, please rejoin the class. So that time I will explain. Suppose I was using the CSS file in the Aura component. Similarly, I'm using the CSS file in LWC as well. So I'm calling this CSS in the HTML because if I have multiple buttons, and if I'll create a at one place only, if I'll make a changes everywhere, it will be reflected automatically. So that's why I'm using the CSS here. So let me just explain meta XML as well. For deployment purpose, we are using this meta XML file. So let's rejoin again, then I will explain. Hello.